The only information I have on this video is that it takes place somewhere in Florida. This video shows a random man who approaches a Ring camera and tries to taunt the owner of the house by licking the camera. Even though I don't have much information, I still put it in the video for the sheer fact of how undeniably creepy it is. I have not a clue what the man is trying to show when he points at what looks like to be some sort of magazine. And as far as I know, from the looks of it, the owner of the property has no idea who the man is and is a total stranger. This next clip shows a very clear video description of a man dressed in tan khaki pants and a blue long sleeve shirt. The video shows a man trying to destroy a Ring camera with a brick. He beats on the camera over and over again, but to no benefit of his. It's very evident that he was trying to destroy the camera. Whatever this man's plan was, I'm sure we can all agree and clearly see the malice intent that he had. Who knows what would have happened had he been able to break the camera successfully. Hopefully the homeowner was able to call the police and get this man arrested. This shocking Ring camera footage captured two masked men who attempted an armed robbery. The first man, Larry Broadaxe, who walked in, was shot and killed by the Tennessean homeowner. The homeowner then began attacking the man's accomplice, whose name is Bradley Finnan. Bradley ended up escaping the wrath of the homeowner's beating, only to run away and fall into the middle of the street. He didn't get too far before being arrested by the police though. Amazingly, these two knuckleheads got what they deserved. One was killed and the other is now in jail and being charged with the death of his accomplice for felony murder and home invasion. Justice was served. This video shows an unknown man that was attempting to break into a house. As the man was sitting there, fidgeting with the door, the homeowner then spoke through the Ring camera and asked the man if he could help him. Obviously, implying to the man nicely to get the hell off his property. The man then looked up at the camera for a second and looked back down, continuing to try to get the door unlocked. Only a few seconds after, the man took off on his bike and was never seen again by the homeowner. This strange yet interesting video shows exactly why everybody should have some sort of video surveillance around their home. You never know what could happen when you least expect it.
Can I help you?
This video is for sure one of the most disturbing clips I have ever seen. Two men are shown attempting to break into a house. The man in the dark hoodie was visibly kicking the door repeatedly, trying to get it open. Only 15 minutes before what you are watching now, that same man in the dark hoodie supposedly rang the doorbell, but the home's occupant didn't notice or hear because he was wearing headphones. The man left and then returned with an accomplice. It can be extremely hard to make out on the video, however, while the man was trying to kick down the door, eventually the homeowner heard the loud banging and yelled at them to get off his porch, to which scared them off and they ran away. The sound of him kicking the door and witnessing that firsthand must have been absolutely terrifying. This short video recording shows a man walking through the hallway of an apartment complex or a hotel apparently late at night. The man can be seen shining some sort of strange blue light at the camera, clearly trying to carry himself about without being seen. It was obvious that he didn't want anyone to know he was there. What we don't know is why he didn't want to be seen. I did some more research and apparently the type of light he was using is known for destroying camera functionality. That's why you can see the camera sort of blur out afterwards. He was trying to break the camera. What do you think his plan was? In this quite weird and unexplainably strange video, we see a naked man who appears from the dark gloomy shadows of a dimly lit road in the middle of the night. He first walks to the right side, facing the house, and he appeared to be looking for something. He then walks around for a moment, and then finally, he made his way over to the hose and grabbed it. He walked back around the house to a blind spot of the camera for a moment, but he can be seen again shortly after. I'm not sure if he was some homeless guy who wanted to bathe himself or simply get some water to drink, but he seemed to be walking away at one point, back to wherever he came from, but then he must have saw something that caught his eye. Even though I'm unsure of what he saw, you can't deny how weird and unsettling this video is, especially if you were to put yourself in the shoes of the person who lives there. After disappearing off of the camera for a second, once again, the man can be spotted one last time as he ran away back to wherever he came from. This video shows a woman running up to a home with a toddler in her hands, then putting the kid down and ringing the doorbell and knocking on the door. She then runs away and gets in a car and takes off. Whether or not that woman was the kid's mom or whoever it was, you can see and imagine just how confused and scared that kid is. I wish I knew more about this video, but hopefully the kid is in good hands now. There is something especially gut-wrenching about this video. Just looking at this man, you can see the absolute anger and rage in his eyes. The way he pounds on the door over and over again, then screaming afterwards, is very unsettling to say the least. It's safe to say that whatever he was trying to do wasn't any good and was most likely something horrific.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
This deranged-looking woman was thankfully spotted from the home occupant's Ring doorbell camera. She seemed to have looked at the camera and either she didn't know it was a camera or she just simply didn't care. Either which one wouldn't surprise me, as she kinda looks crazy in the video. She looked like she was waiting for something. Weirdly enough, she didn't try to ring the doorbell or knock on the door at all. Perhaps she was waiting for the Ring camera to spot her and was trying to scare somebody. Either way, this video is certainly creepy.